Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence. From Homestead Media, this is HHS In Depth.
Second semester is underway and students have returned to Homestead. Coming up, hear what Principal Dr. Ginder is looking forward to for this semester.
Plus, with the COVID-19 vaccine being administered nationwide, the questions are being asked about where school systems fall on the phase list to receive them. Ahead, get an update on the rollout plan. Those stories and more straight ahead. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jenna Lane.
And I'm Ashton Ackman. It feels good to be back in the building.
It sure does, Ashton.
One semester down and second semester has arrived, and as students return to school, the pandemic that has only gotten worse since leaving in the fall is raising questions on the path of the second half of the school year. In our annual Semester 2 sit-down with Principal Dr. Ginder, he previews the road ahead as students continue to push through adversity of the pandemic.
I would hope that we're in here from now through the into the school year all the way through final exams. I think the things that we're dealing with are day to day, and so I stay confident with the realization that changes may happen.
After 2 months of online learning due to rising staff in quarantine, Dr. Ginder is grateful to have students back in the building, explaining how traditional learning is the best option for students, although teachers have made tremendous adaptations to online teaching. If you talk to our teachers who have been teaching in real time and traditional the entire school year, they're not the same teacher now that they were at the beginning of the school year. So I think some of the digital tool pieces that we've gotten good at, or if we've improved at, or improved the way we use them, I think that's going to be a benefit going forward into many years of education for every kid that's in our high school now and for those kids that are in middle school and elementary as they move forward. With secondary students back in the building, traffic in the morning and afternoon have become hectic with long lines, although Dr. Ginder feels as if with time, traffic will naturally get better on its own. We know that coming to school improved significantly from day one to day two. The lines and the lateness and all that almost disappeared. Students are continuing to find places that work for them to park. So we had more kids park in the south lot out by the football stadium. And then other of our students have noticed that if they're in the east lot and they wait 10 minutes, the buses have rolled, they can exit onto a Boyd Center Road. So as we learn what we're doing, we'll get better. As COVID restrictions alter or cancel plans, Homestead is still on track to hold end-of-the-year events that many upperclassmen are looking forward to. We want to move forward as if those things are going to happen. We're going to try to make our situation work the best possible. If there's a way for us to have a prom, we're going to do it. I can't guarantee anything. All I can tell you is we're going to try to do things the best that we can for the Spartans all the way to the end. As of now, prom and graduation are still set to take place, although students should be mindful of possible changes as the pandemic continues.
It's been a few weeks since the rollout of the coronavirus vaccine began, with millions of Americans receiving the first dose.
Although the rollout has been slower than expected, with more than 7 million people still yet to be vaccinated. And reporter Nada DeHook joins us now. And Nada, people know this vaccine is already being distributed nationwide. The question that many are having is, when will they receive theirs?
Well, Dr. Weaver of the Indiana Health Department told me that the vaccine supply is still limited. Indiana has only received 350,000 total doses of the vaccine, but there are 4.5 million residents above 16 who are eligible to be vaccinated. They are working to vaccinate healthcare workers, first responders, and long-term care residents first. On January 8th, Hoosiers above the age of 80 were included in this group, and there will be more age groups added as availability increases. For more information on this, go to the link shown here on the screen.
So what about the faculty and students here at Homestead? Do you know where things stand for school personnel? Because it seems like they'd really want to make high populated areas like schools safer for everyone.
Well, unfortunately, unless there's a special case, students at Homestead and teachers will not be able to get vaccinated until a few months. In fact, to learn more about this process, I talked to SAC Superintendent Dr. Downs about how it's all determined and when that time will come.
The vaccine was tested on students, I believe, over the age of 16. So 16 and older will probably be some of the last to get the vaccine unless there's an underlying health issue. We're already getting ready to stop the wiping down of desks all the time. The CDC has updated the guidelines to where the emphasis is now just on washing your hands a lot. I would like to get to the point in May where we could come back, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Certainly, I think by next fall, we'll come back to school. We'll probably come back to school as normal as possible.
Outside of Indiana, the CDC divided the vaccination into phases. Phase 1A beginning with healthcare workers. By providing critical care for patients with and without COVID, these workers have the highest risk of obtaining this disease, thereby making them the priority in the vaccination process. Phase 1B involves two groups of people, frontline workers, such as police officers and firefighters, and people above the age of 75, as they are at high risk of being hospitalized or dying from COVID-19. This phase also includes people above the age of 16 who have a chronic illness, making this phase the largest in terms of vaccine doses being sent out. The final phase of the first wave of vaccines includes the general public above 16, beginning with people between the ages of 65 to 74, then moving on to the ages of 64 to 16. As availability increases, the vaccine will be open for more groups of people at a time, including the people below the age of 16.
All right, Nada, thank you for the update. Items left in PE lockers from last semester are now in the discipline office. Please stop by to pick up your things. Any items not picked up today will be donated.
Homestead High School is excited to offer certified nurse aide in the 2021-22 school year. Applications are open to any student who is a sophomore or a junior this year that has a cumulative unweighted 2.6 GPA. Students will need to be able to provide their own transportation next year in order to participate. If you are interested in learning more about this program, please plan on attending a mandatory meeting in the community room on Thursday, January 21st at 7:15 a.m. There is a limited number of seats available in this new course, so qualified students who attend this January 21st call-out meeting will be given first priority in the application process. Any questions regarding the CNA program should be directed to Ms. Slackland in Student Services.
If you have art supplies from last semester, please return them to your art teacher as soon as possible. If you have not picked up your art projects from last semester or last year, please see or contact your art teacher. Any artwork not claimed by the end of the day today may be discarded or destroyed.
Last year's winter sports participants. Patches for your varsity jacket have arrived. If you're in patches for accomplishments during last winter's sports season, please stop by the athletic office from 7:15 a.m. to 3 p.m. to pick yours up. Please note that the athletic department is now located in the main office by door 1. Patches will be mailed directly to students who have already graduated.
FCCLA will have a meeting next Tuesday the 19th at 2:45 p.m. in Miss Andereg's room. Important information for the rest of the semester will be discussed.
I'm Nisha Lalleria. Coming up on HHS In Depth, we sit down with a popular Homestead teacher who has returned to the building. That story's next.
You're watching HHS In Depth with Jenna Lane and Ashton Hackman.
Welcome back. Every semester there's bound to be a few changes to the faculty here at Homestead, and this year is no different.
HHS In Depth reporter Nisha Lalleria gets us caught up on all of the new teachers to the building, including one very familiar face.
Missing from Homestead High School last semester is one of its well-loved faculty members. Senor Pieper is back in the building and is eager to start teaching Spanish again.
I really miss teaching. I miss being in the classroom. I miss working with the kids every day. I miss teaching the Spanish language. I miss teaching the subjunctive. I miss teaching the culture. And when an opportunity to come back to Homestead came along this past semester when Mrs. Edie decided to retire, it was a great way to come back.
The switch from teaching to administrative duties has allowed for Senor Pieper to do things unfamiliar with his daily routine.
The last semester, I had an opportunity to work with teachers a lot more than I had had the last 15 years. And, it was really cool to work with them and to help them kind of navigate through this time of COVID. And I think a lot of those skills, a lot of what we were trying to lead helped me now come back to the classroom, because now I'm being able to do a lot of what I was trying to help teach our adults and work with our teachers on for the past several months over at Woodside.
With his absence from Homestead this past semester, Senor Pieper missed the environment he created while teaching Spanish.
I'm excited just to be back in the classroom working with the kids and teaching them about the Spanish language and the Hispanic culture. I've really never worked a day in my life because I love what I do so much. When I get up every morning, I'm excited to come here. I'm excited to come teach. I'm excited to spend 45 minutes working with the best students in the state and the country. And it's just really cool to be back here doing that again, just like I had done the last 15 years.
Senor Pieper hopes that his experiences from his administrative job will help better his interactions among students and fellow staff members. Not only did Senor Pieper rejoin Homestead staff, we also have new faces in the building. Ms. Julia Kistler is subbing long-term for science teacher Mrs. Martin, and Sean Holtzclaw is new in Impact. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Nisha Lalaria.
Seniors, be sure to check out the HHS scholarships page for a list of several new scholarship opportunities with upcoming deadlines. Continue to check this page throughout the semester, as it will be updated regularly. You can access the scholarships page by selecting the Guidance tab at the top of the HHS main page, or by visiting the HHS Class of 2021 Canvas Student Services modules.
Attention students who have started new courses last week that offer dual credit from Ivy Tech. You need to be sure to complete all steps towards being correctly registered and then also qualified for your new spring courses. If you took Ivy Tech dual credit classes last semester but have started a new Ivy Tech dual credit course this week, you need to complete the course selection form posted in Canvas prior to the January 22nd deadline. Students who are new to Ivy Tech dual credit this semester will need to log into Canvas and complete all the steps in the Ivy Tech Canvas module to register and to qualify for their courses. Students in Ivy Tech dual credit Spanish, French, Calculus, and all of our Project Lead the Way classes do not need to fill out this course selection form because these are year-long classes. Contact Mr. Clark or your guidance counselor with any questions.
Students, if you were not on the boys track and field team but are interested in joining this year, email Coach Livensparger at the email address shown here.
Attention students, don't forget to capture your memories from this crazy year. Yearbook sales have been extended through April 1st for $50. Please go to yearbooksforever.com for a user-friendly purchase experience.
Best Buddies will meet on Wednesday, January 20th after school until 3:30 p.m. in the seminar room. Please bring a gift for the holiday exchange. The gift limit is $10.
Did you know that current Homestead students who want to be teachers in the future get that opportunity to experience what it's like to be in a real classroom?
HHS In Depth reporter Michelle Obiama is in now to tell you all about Homestead's exploratory teaching class, Education Professions.
Many students at Homestead are looking forward to pursuing the field of education, whether that be at the elementary, middle school, or university level. Prof Ed offers a fantastic opportunity to Homestead juniors and seniors to gain teaching experience as well as strengthen skills like problem solving and public speaking.
Kids that join me at the beginning of the first semester are going to be spending the first 2 to 3 weeks in the classroom with me. So we talk about how to prepare a lesson. They actually get experience in creating a lesson that they are going to then present to the class. But the bulk of their time is spent in the classroom. They really do get a sense of what teachers do on a daily basis.
I am teaching second grade at Covington right now. My favorite part is being able to go really into the classroom. The student interactions are absolutely the best thing. It's so awesome just to really connect with the students, and by the end of the semester, you can just see how much they really respect you as a teacher and how much they just enjoy spending time with you, and it's awesome because I enjoy spending time with them as well.
I teach at Summit. Going into this class, I didn't know if I really wanted to be a teacher, so it's a great experience to see okay, this is what it is. This is definitely not what I thought it would be.
You don't have to plan on just becoming a teacher to take Prof Ed. As Mrs. Vale says, it offers a multitude of benefits for any career path.
But I think it's really important for kids who are not even totally interested in education. They also will get all kinds of real life activities, public speaking, ease at working through assignments, and there's so many benefits to the course beyond getting to practice teaching.
Not a lot of schools have this opportunity to be able to go into classrooms and help teach students. So I think definitely there's an advantage whenever I get into college and then go into internships later. And so it really helps that way.
Prof Ed is a wonderful opportunity for Homestead students to learn more about working with children. Even if you don't plan on becoming an educator, Prof Ed gives you valuable insight into collaborating with children. If you're interested in Prof Ed for next year, email Mrs. Vale with the email provided below. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Michelle Biama.
Turning to weather now, we've had pretty much nothing but gray days so far this year, but when will sunshine finally break through the clouds?
Carly Flanagan joins us now to break down what we can expect for the extended weekend.
That's right, Ashton. It has been gloomy, but since the start of the year, we've had only one day with extended sunshine, and that was on Tuesday. So all in all, a very cloudy start to the new year. The good news, though, is that temperatures have not been too cold, and we've remained fairly dry. Today, temperatures will be on the chilly side with highs in the low to mid 30s. You'll want to bring out your winter coats and stay on the lookout for a slight chance of snow we'll see tonight. Over the weekend, highs will remain in the 30s and we stay dry till late next week, even seeing some long needed sunshine. I'll be back later with a check of the 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you, Carly. Next in sports, the basketball season is in full swing with both teams getting huge wins over the break.
Caleb is in with sports after the break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Caleb Wood. The highlight of this week was the boys basketball team's matchup against Blackhawk Christian on Tuesday. One of the most anticipated games of the year. It's Blackhawk at Homestead, a matchup between two undefeated teams and lots of talent on the court, including the two future Purdue teammates, Fletcher Lawyer of Homestead and Caleb First of Blackhawk, both with very different playing styles. First quarter is Caleb First gets the slam. He cannot be stopped under the rim. Spartans keep it close though. Illinois signee Luke Goody drains the three from the top of the key. Here's Andrew Leeper, swats it away from Blackhawk. The Spartans and the Braves tied 32-32. Then Luke Goody with the three just before the buzzer, putting the Spartans up at the half. Third quarter, Goody to a wide open Caleb Colpine at the buzzer and he gets it to go. A great atmosphere here in Spartan Arena. The fourth quarter would be dominated by Fletcher Lawyer sinking multiple shots from behind the arc. The Spartans pull ahead in the final moments and keep their undefeated streak alive, winning 72-60 over Blackhawk.
We had a good game plan going into the game. Coach Johnson always has us prepared, and we came out here, we executed. Caleb First had a good game, still at 27, but one of our biggest focuses was to shut down their other scorers and to hold one of their best scorers to 4 points. Credit to Grant Simmons and all the other guys that guarded him. I feel like we came out, we executed really well.
Both Homestead basketball teams had huge wins over winter break. On the boys' side, the third-ranked Spartans defeated the North Central Panthers 80-65. And on the girls' side, the Lady Spartans defeated Lawrence North 56-53 last Saturday in overtime. Both basketball teams are in action tonight against Snyder in a huge doubleheader. Congratulations to the gymnastics team for being Wayne 15's Team of the Week. The team competed against Snyder last night. It was a clean sweep across the podium as varsity and JV placed first through fourth in every event. Winning first place for varsity was sophomore Gina Zarilli with an all-around score of 36.80. Their next meet is Monday at Northrop at 6:30 p.m. And a special shout out to junior girls basketball player Ayanna Patterson, who surpassed the 1,000 career points scored milestone in the Spartans' win over Mishawaka Marion this past Tuesday. Ayanna is currently leading Homestead in scoring, rebounding, and blocked shots this season. That's all for sports. Carly has a final check of the weather when we come back.
After the extended weekend, we return to cloudy skies and seasonally average temperatures. The rest of the week looks the same except with our next rain chance returning Thursday. Temperatures not feeling too cold with the highs in the mid-30s. We even climb to the upper 30s by the end of next week.
All right, thank you, Carly, and thank you for watching today.
Huge doubleheader in high school hoops as conference play resumes tonight. Spartans take on the Snyder Panthers. There is no TV or radio broadcast due to COVID restrictions, but the next Homestead Live broadcast will be this coming Tuesday as the Warsaw Tigers come to Fort Wayne to take on the Lady Spartans. Tip-off is set for 7:30 with the OPS pregame report taking the air about 10 minutes prior.
Don't forget the extended weekend for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
We'll be back again next Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody.